Welcome to Mowbray House Farm. This is our virtual open morning for Grange Park racing. Sadly, in the current climate, we can't invite lots of people to the yard, so we thought we'd put together this video and let you have a look around and a look at the Grange Park racing horses.
And the first one I think we've got, Ruth, is Power Play.
Yeah. So Power Play settled in really well since he came from the sales last year. We've trained him from the field because he's a bad box walker. We're really pleased with his first run. Unfortunately, it was slightly disappointing second time out, but his form has been a bit in and out in the past, so we're very hopeful he'll bounce back next time.
What do you think his sort of triple B?
I would say we'd go again at a mile and then possibly think of stepping up to a mile and a quarter.
Yeah, because they've tried him when he was at Burke's. They tried him over 1 mile 2. Didn't work, and then they went to air, didn't they? And he won. And then they tried him again at 1 mile 2.
He does give you the feeling he would stay further.
Yeah. And he's downward over 1.5 miles, usually, so fingers crossed. But then it's a strange breeding because we've got slave power in there with a bit of speed on it. Yeah. So anyway, that's Power Play. And then we've got the old favourite, Abushamah.
There's not really too much I can say about Abushamah. He's been
You'd like a few like him though, wouldn't you?
He's won more than his share of races. He's been in the prize money loads. He's touch wood been a very sound horse to train. He's not the easiest ride at home. He's a big horse and he's quite numb, but he's very straightforward on the race course these days. You can kind of ride him wherever you want to ride him within a race, whether that's in front and letting him bowl or taking the lead. Yeah, and like you say, we'd like a few more like him.
Exactly. I mean, last year, what was he, 13 times in the prize money? Granted, that was last year when the prize money was going down to 8, but you still wouldn't mind. You think nowadays he probably likes to go around the bend more than the straight track?
Certainly seemed that way last year, although it was a straight track when he won at Yarmouth.
Yeah.
Maybe he's better with a bit of cut in the ground as he's got older, but he seems to handle most goings and he's, yeah.
And he feels as good this year as he did last year.
Yeah, and that first run at Leicester was a good run, and if we can improve a bit on that, then he should be winning again soon.
And obviously his nickname's Patch. For obvious reasons, he's got a patch on the.
He's got a patch on his leg.
Does Power Play have a nickname, yard nickname?
PP.
PP, right. Not PPE, not PPE, just PP.
Just PP on its own,
PP,
yeah.
Right, and then we've got the next fella, the old fella.
That's Highland Acclaim. He's well handicapped on his best form. He's been a good horse, rated 100. Crying out for a change of scenery and enjoying himself here, turning out, not doing too much ridden exercise. He's a bit tricky. We don't ride him on the gallop unless it's in a very controlled situation and only just out of a trot, but he enjoys his lunging and getting turned out, and Emily rides him round the lunge pits, and touch wood, he's behaved himself pretty well at the races so far.
Have you found that he's improved his behaviour since he's come?
He's less stressy on the gallop, but you wouldn't trust him.
You wouldn't trust him?
You wouldn't trust him, no.
But again, he's another one, he's what, a 9-year-old run 111 times?
Yeah, he's been a very sound horse.
Yeah. And he goes to Musselburgh on Friday.
Goes to Musselburgh on Friday, yeah.
Up with his own mark of 58.
£2 well in, and 7 furlongs shouldn't be a problem.
No, and it's an easy 7 at Musselburgh, isn't it? So fingers crossed. Yeah, so that's Highland Acclaim. We've got Trevie Fountain here, that again was a new purchase in October. He's had a couple of runs. What do you think of him?
It's been very straightforward at home. First run I thought we ran okay at Doncaster, thought that was a good run. Then we kind of had to write Wolverhampton off because we had such a bad draw. Jockey came back that day and thought we should step up in trip, so we're going for an extra furlong in Scotland next week.
Yeah, and again his pedigree suggests that he wants to be a sprinter though, doesn't he? 5 and 6 furlongs, he's down 1 at 5. So, but you think that would suit him?
I'm hoping so.
And the ground? Because it's going to air, it could be a bit soft.
It could be soft, but he didn't run badly as a 2-year-old for his previous connections on soft ground. I think he might have even been heavy, so I'm not running away from having a go on soft ground.
So basically we're still learning about it.
Basically, yeah.
Well, the ones that we bought last year, because of everything closing down and everything, we're still pretty much learning, because normally you'd have had all your horses in peak form by now, wouldn't you? That's when you'd be banging in winners left, right and centre, so we're all a bit different this year. And then the next one we've got is Canville coming round. Now, you've just had her, what, about a month, just over a month?
Yep, she's actually been very straightforward. She's eaten well. I'm really pleased with the way she's filled out and she looks. She's very settled, but she's very, very green. She's still learning how to put her legs in front of each other on the gallop, and was still a bit of a way off a race realistically. But she hasn't done anything wrong. And although she's green, I can't fault her attitude. She is nice and settled. She's doing everything we ask of her, but just maybe not as in an organised enough way. Yet
nice
to be ready for the race
nice
course.
Filly, isn't she? Looks a nice little filly.
I'm really pleased with the condition she's put on and the way she looks, and she's settled and she's eating well and going out with the gang of fillies in the field once she's done her exercise, and hopefully the penny will drop and she'll just suddenly twig. This is what's expected of me.
Yeah, hopefully. Yeah, and then we've got Don't Joke. Finally, the Don't Joke.
Don't joke. I was quite pleased with him over that extra furlong at Thirsk on Monday. It was probably a race that was set up for those that came from behind, and kind of had to get racing a bit earlier in the straight, probably than you'd have wanted to have done when you were running over that extra furlong. I thought it was encouraging. I think we'll probably drop back to 7 furlongs and he'll come down the handicap another couple of pounds, and I'd be very hopeful that we'll be then in the money.
Yeah, again, he's another one whose pedigree suggests that he could be 6 or 7 players now. But yeah, no, he looks very keen in his early stages of the race, doesn't he?
He's enthusiastic.
Yes, enthusiastic.
Enthusiastic. So dropping back to 7 will probably help that, help him settle.
Yeah.
But no, I was quite pleased with that first.
And he's becoming very well handicapped, so he could end up,
when everything falls into place and when we find out really what all his ideal conditions are, the ground, the trip, the way to ride him. Hopefully he'll be able to go and ping a few in.
Yeah, he's a good looking chestnut.
He is.
Usually at an open morning, the owners will get to see their horses on the gallop or in the lunge ring. So here we have Emily riding Abushamah in front, just going nice and steady. He's a big horse and he will tank along and be a bit out of control if he gets a chance. I'm following on Power Player, very laid back sort of horse, a big stride on him, we think should stay further. Jimmy's following us on Trevie Fountain, who's also a straightforward ride at home. The next lot, there's just one Grange Park racing horse. I'm riding an older horse to lead 2 unraced 3-year-old fillies. The grey filly is Canville, who Emily's riding. Here we're slightly kicking off the bend and going a little bit faster, teaching the fillies, who are very inexperienced, how to gallop faster. Here's Emily on Don't Joke, the chestnut with the white face, and this is our last lot of the morning. I'm riding a inexperienced horse and we're going up sides doing a medium canter. This is Highland Acclaim and Emily being ridden around the lunge pit. As we've mentioned, he is tricky and this is a good controlled environment to get some exercise into him without putting anybody at risk. He enjoys his loose exercise as well and he loves his turnout. One of the most enjoyable parts of our open mornings, and something that probably isn't seen at other racing yards, is seeing the horses getting turned out. And I think it's pretty special. So here we have Abushamah. He's going out with his gang in what we call the front field in front of the house. This is Canville. She goes out with the gang of fillies. We don't have as many fillies and we wouldn't mix fillies and geldings in turnout together. But Canville settled in really well and she enjoys her turnout with the girls. This is Nick turning Highland Acclaim out. It's the favourite part of Highland's day. He really looks forward to it and it's something he enjoys. Don't Joke and Trevie Fountain live in the big American barn. There's 18 horses there in total, so they're in a big gang of geldings for turnout. I could spend hours watching horses in fields. You can learn loads about their well-being and their personality.